as an advertiser, the marketer part of my brain, as I'm sitting through this, is the advertising, the partnerships, the marketing during the Puppy Bowl is so consistent. And I just don't mean everybody remembers to put a dog in their ad. I mean, like, literally the colors, the tone, there's literally a vibe that stays through, that you don't feel that interruption when the Puppy Bowl pauses and messages from your partners begin. How do you work with new partners to ensure that they fit into this Puppy Bowl universe? Because tell me if I'm wrong, but this feels like very nuanced.
Yeah.
Like that consistency?
Listen, I am so glad that you say that, and I take it as a huge compliment, so thank you. But I do agree with you. I really believe that this is something that we do consistently well, and we really pay attention to at WBD, especially for Puppy Bowl. One of the key aspects of my job, and really my entire team's job, is to broker the conversation between the advertisers and the creatives. And part of that is really ensuring that both sides are aligned on the objectives and the goals, and that we are focused on the fan experience through and through. So when we reach out to new advertisers, we've already done our homework. We've already done the research and found the synergy, ensuring that these brands tie to shelter pet adoption or are supporting animal welfare in some way, shape, or form. And so the reason why it works so well is because we're in lockstep with our creatives and our programming partners, and really all of us are truly wanting our advertisers to be incorporated in a nuanced way all throughout the entire program. And the advertisers see that too, right? So when they come to us, they're seeking that halo effect. They really trust our creative team's guidance, and they're open to our ideas on how their brands can ultimately show up in a way that makes sense and feels additive, and it offers the best, of the programming and what the brand offers. So, since the show mimics a sporting event, it does offer us quite a bit of latitude and a lot of different storylines that make sense. And so here's an example. We have a newer advertiser this year in Raising Cane's, and we're going to be doing a Raising Cane's tailgate barking lot.
Oh my
God. So fun.
Oh, I love this already.
Yeah, so it's what you think it is, right?
Yeah.
There are actually, a bunch of little puppies and tailgaters hanging out
so sorry.
on a parking lot. They're enjoying the delicious Raising Cane's chicken and that special sauce, and they're cheering on their teams, Team Rough and Team Fluff. And for those of you and the listeners who don't know, Raising Cane's is a quick service restaurant, and the origin story and the reason why it's called Raising Cane's is it's actually named after the founder, Todd Graves' yellow lab, Cane, who would visit the construction site with him on a daily basis when they were building the first restaurant. So it's such a meaningful story. And he's a big dog lover. And so Raising Cane's actually supports local shelters and rescues and dog parks. So there's such a natural alignment. And you'll see when you see this piece happening within the program that both Todd Graves and his dog Cane are in the spot, which is really wonderful.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then another example actually is that we have Marriott Bonvoy this year as our official hospitality partner.
Amazing.
They have a number of their U.S. brands, including Aloft Hotels and Town Place Suites. They offer these pet-friendly amenities. I totally didn't know this. It's really cool, actually, that they have these cozy beds. They have, treats and bowls for the dogs. So when they came to us and they were on our radar, we thought, what better way is there for a puppy to get ready for the big game day, to have a rest, at an Aloft hotel? So what you're going to see in program this year is a piece of custom content where the official referee, Dan Schachner, goes and visits the pups before the big game day. And he does a wake-up call and pup talks, and he gets them all ready and excited and groomed for the day to begin. So really, it feels organic. It's the kind of thing that pet lovers like myself, and I think you too, will love, right? We're totally going to eat this up, and we want to see more of it. It feels very behind the scenes. So just in general, our goal is always to put on a great show and provide brands an organic way to showcase their brand values and their products.
Yeah. And I think something that just jumped out at me at those two examples is how much fun you can have as a
Mhm.
brand.
Mhm.
And there are things you can't fake, and fun is one of them.
That's
Like
true.
if you're really getting this, because all of this is still reinforcing your brand.
Yeah.
It's connecting your brand with all these warm and fuzzies. Like it
Yeah.
is actually doing important brand work, but
Yeah.
goodness gracious, could you imagine? You are part of the team who puts this together. Like this is the creative work of dreams
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's so
Um,
much fun.
It's incredible.